Good morning, children. Today we are going to start a new chapter in English grammar. It is chapter 2 and the name of the chapter is The Sentence. So let's start, children. Look at these groups of words. Sweet oranges, like sweet oranges, like I sweet oranges, I like sweet oranges. So children, what have you noticed here? In first line we have read sweet oranges. Yes, we have understood something, that we are talking about a fruit that is orange, and we have many oranges and they are sweet. In number 2 we read like sweet oranges. So again we have understood something. Okay, something we have understood, that there are sweet oranges and someone like them. Now like I sweet oranges. Now here also we are understanding only few things, like there are again sweet oranges, there is some likeness, and it's written I. It means I like sweet oranges, right? But children, in number 1, 2, 3, we can understand only few things, right? That there are fruits and they are sweet and only these things, but it's not making complete sense. We are not understanding what this line wants to say or wants to convey. But when we read I like sweet oranges, then it is giving a complete meaning. I'm able to understand here that it's talking about I like sweet oranges. So children, what do you think? What we are reading here or try to understand here? The first three groups of words do not make complete sense, because they were giving only some meaning and we were not understanding what this line wants to convey or wants to say. So only the last group of words makes complete sense. So a sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense. See children, whenever I ask my students what is a sentence, they say a group of words is called a sentence. But it's not correct. If I will give you any group of words, like in here we can see number 1, 2 and 3. They are group of words, but are they making sentence? No. We have to add this line. That makes complete sense. A sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense. Then we will give the correct definition of a sentence. So always remember, you will never say a sentence is a group of words. It's correct but incomplete. You have to say a sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense or which gives correct meaning. See children, here let us take more examples now. Interesting stories. Again we have understood that we are talking something about stories and they are very interesting, but it's not a sentence. In the second one, interesting are stories. These are groups of words, but it's not very clear what do they want to say. So it's not a sentence. But when we say these are interesting stories, then it becomes a sentence. Why? Because it's a group of words and they are giving some meaning. And two more things are there. We have to also check the punctuation mark, like the sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. So in first and second line we did not find any capital letter in the beginning or full stop at the end. So if you are writing these are interesting stories, but you are not giving you are not writing T as capital and full stop, then it's wrong, incorrect. Now book open your, what is it? We don't understand. We are only understanding that we are talking about book. And open or what? It is not making any meaning, any sense. But when we arrange them in order, correct order, then we can write open your book. We have started, we begin the sentence with capital letter and ends with a full stop. So it's making a sentence. Now here what you have to do, take those groups of words which are sentences. She kind. See children, you have to follow two rules. Okay, first, a sentence is a group of words that makes complete sense. So this you have to keep in your mind. And second, that it begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. Like here, first one, she kind. It's incomplete. It's incorrect. And the first letter is not capital, children. First letter. So obviously it's not a sentence. So just leave it. A sweet mango. Okay, we got to know that we are talking about a fruit that is mango and it's sweet, but it is not giving a complete meaning, and no capital letter, nothing. So again it's not a sentence. But when we write Anisha ate a sweet mango, then it's correct. Why? Because it is following both the rules. First rule, that it's a group of sentence which is giving a complete meaning, and second, that it begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. So it's a sentence. It is correct. Now the second one, they lived here last year. So it is giving a full meaning. It's giving a complete meaning. It starts with a capital letter and a full stop. So it's a sentence. Where were the children playing? See children, in punctuation mark, I have told you that a sentence ends with a full stop, but if it's question, it will end with a question mark. If you are talking about exclamatory sentence, then it will end with exclamation mark. So where were the children playing? We are understanding something. It is giving a complete meaning. It starts with a capital letter, ends with a question mark. So again it's a sentence. Door Henry the opened. Children, have you understood anything? No. So, and you can see the first letter is not capital also, and it is not giving any sense. It is not making any sense. So it is not a sentence. My uncle is an artist. So it's making sense. First letter is capital, ends with a full stop. So it's a sentence. The open window. So children, we are understanding something, that we are talking about some open window. But what open window? It's not making any sense, and first letter is not capital also, just it's not a sentence. Number 9, open the window. See children, it's making some sense, begins with a capital letter, ends with a full stop. So it's a sentence. The window is open. See children, open the window, it's an instruction. We are giving instruction to someone to open the window. It's a sentence. We can also write the window is open. We are stating something, we are telling something, the window is open. So here also we understand something. It starts with a capital letter, ends with a full stop. So it's also a sentence. Now let's move to next page. We should remember two things about a sentence. A sentence begins with a capital letter. I told you already about this. My parents love me. So it begins with a capital letter. The train is late. A sentence always begins with a capital letter, children. And second one, a sentence ends with a full stop or a question mark. If a sentence says something or states something, it ends with a full stop, a statement. Like Nidhi bought a new dress. Ankit forgot many words. So we have given full stop because it is stating something. But if a sentence asks a question, it ends with a question mark. Can you speak French? Where do you live? So here we are asking a question. So we have given question mark. And we sometimes begin sentences with there is or there are. For example, there is an old mango tree near our house. There are many stars in the sky. So what have you noticed here? When we are talking about something which is singular, we have used there is. And when we are talking about something plural, then we are using are. Children, as you have already studied, that is used for singular noun or pronoun, and are is used for plural noun or pronoun. So let's fill in the blanks with there is or there are. Vikas has a beautiful room. His bed is on the left. Dash 2 framed photographs above his head. So children, 2 framed photographs, it's plural. So should we write there are? Yes. These are the photographs of his parents. Dash a table to the right of the bed. See children, we are talking about a table, it's singular. So we will write there is. And dash a chair. Again a chair, it's singular. So there is. And one more thing, we started the sentence with and. So we will write here there T small letter. Because in the middle of the sentence, we don't write capital letter until and unless it is proper noun or I. Okay. Now dash our book rack near the table. Again a book rack. So it's singular. So there is. Don't forget to use T as capital letter when they start a sentence. Okay. And dash many books lying in the rack. So rack. So children, many books, it's plural. So we will write there are many books lying in the rack. There's also a small lawn outside Vikas' room. A small lawn, children, it's singular, so we will write there is. So children, I hope you have understood what is the difference in there is and there are. When it's plural, we will use there are. When it is singular, we will use there is. Now rewrite these groups of words as sentences. The first word of the sentence is underlined. Don't forget to begin the sentence with a capital letter and end it with a full stop or a question mark. One is already done for you, children. Kathmandu is going to this bus. It's a wrong statement. Group of words is present, but it's wrong. It's not making any sense. So what we will do here, we will rearrange it and we will make a meaningful sentence. So for this is underlined. It means we have to start this sentence with this. This bus is going to Kathmandu. And children, Kathmandu is the name of a place and it's proper noun. So we will write here Kathmandu in capital letter. Princess in Nepal very was beautiful. There so children, there there is underlined. So let's begin the sentence with there and T will be capital. So let us frame a sentence. There was a very beautiful princess in Nepal. So let's children, Nepal is the name of a place, so N capital and give a full stop as it states something. Interested music dance she was in and. So she is underlined, so let's begin the sentence with she. After she we have to write a helping verb, so she was then interested in music and dance and full stop. Arrange the teacher king a dance her for. Let's begin it with the king arranged a dance teacher for her and then full stop. Soon became world famous princess the dancer. Now children, soon is underlined, so let's begin the sentence with soon. Soon the princess became a world famous dancer and full stop. Spread wide fame and her far. So let's begin the sentence with her. Her fame spread wide and far and then full stop. So children, we did not get any sentence which ask a question, so we have not used question mark here, but later on we will use it. So I hope you have understood sentence. What is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words which makes complete meaning or which makes complete sense. Okay, and two things you have to keep in your mind, that first, sentence begins with a capital letter, and second, that it ends with a full stop or question mark or exclamation mark. That's all for today, children. Thank you.